All right, I'm ready to put on the tires. Let's go to place, find the tire, open, place 4 tires in here, hit escape. Now, what we want to do here, we want to turn on these origin planes because we are going to want to lock the tire into the wheel. So if I go to the tire, go to the origin plane, I'm going to turn on the XY plane, make it visible. And notice how it turns it on for all 4 tires, so that's nice. Let me go to a wheel and do the same thing. I'm going to turn on the XY plane, make it visible. So what we're going to do with that is we're going to constrain those planes once again so it locks it in. And when we spin the wheel, the tire goes with it. You'll see that in a second. All right, so let's go to constrain. We're going to do a mate constraint. We're going to choose the axis, center axis. It's hard to do. You got to move your mouse around until you get it. When you see that line, which I had, you see that line right there and right there. So you want to make sure you get that line. Hit apply. All right, so the next thing I'm going to do is we're going to choose the outside surface here. Let's try this. Outside surface to the outside surface of that wheel. And that did not work how I wanted it. So I'm going to cancel out of that and make sure that that did not stick. So let's go here, make sure I only have one mate constraint on there. So we're good there. All right, so the next thing that I want to do here is I want to put that constraint on, so that second constraint. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do a mate constraint of this surface here. To the back of the wheel rim. Hit apply. Okay. All right, now, next thing you're going to see is you're going to see if I get out of that, you're going to see that the wheel spins, or the tire spins, and the wheel spins independently. I want those to be locked together. So let's go to constrain. And I'm going to do that angular constraint. We're going to do a directed angle, and it's going to be at 0. Hit apply. And what we'll have now is it'll all spin together when I grab a hold of it. And that's what we want. So let me do all these constraints to the rest of the tires here. Let's go to constrain. Let's constrain the axis, which it's hard to get. Pick the axis there. Pick the axis there, hit apply. And I hit cancel so I can drag that out. And go to constrain again. And we'll just stick to my technique here. I'm doing that inside surface here to there, hit apply. And next thing I want to do, here's another way you could do this. I'll show you a different way. You can do a mate. You can mate these 2 origin planes together. And that's will also work. Okay. So if you take a look, I can spin that and that'll lock them together. All right. Let's do the 2 rear tires. Let's constrain these center axes. Just have to get it to pop up here. Sometimes it's hard to do. Make sure you get that center line. hit apply. I'm going to cancel out so I can drag this out. Go to constrain again. Like I said, I'll stick to the same thing. You could probably do this different way. That is a little bit difficult, choosing that inside surface there. Hit apply, and I'm just going to stick with mate. Mate those two together. We're all good. Okay. Spin around and do the other side. Constrain. Let's choose that. I just got to move my mouse around until that axis line pops up. Sometimes it's hard to get. Let me zoom in. Okay, hit apply, cancel out of that like I've been doing. Drag that out, go back into constrain, choose this inside edge, hit apply. While I'm there, I'm going to make these two surfaces together, cancel, hit the home button, and there we go. I could spin that, we're good to go. All right, I got one last part and our assembly will be complete. All right, here we go. The last part that we need in here is the windshield. We go to place, and find the windshield, open. All right, so I want to orient this thing correctly. I'm going to rotate it in X, rotate it in X, rotate it in X. All right, that's good. Now I'm going to rotate it in Z, rotate it in Z, and there we go. I got it in the correct orientation. So I'm going to place it in, hit escape. Now I'm going to constrain it. All right, so what we need is we need to put a mate constraint on the front surface here. These little tabs. Constrain that to that. All right, so now I'm going to get out of this so that I can drag that out of the way. Get back in, do another mate on the sides here. Make sure I choose the correct surface. Hit apply, and I'm going to once again cancel out of that so that I can drag that up. I'm going to do one final mate on the underside here to the top of the passenger section. I'm making sure I'm trying to choose the right surface there. All right, so here we go. We have a fully assembled T9 truck. Now, I have these origin planes still visible. So let me go into one of the tires and go into the origin of the tire, right click, uncheck visibility on the tire. Let's go into a wheel, any one, it doesn't matter which one. Right click, uncheck visibility. Okay, looks like we still have one on the axle. So I can go ahead and choose an axle, go into the origin, right click, uncheck visibility, and there we go. Now, I am going to want you to do one last thing, and I'm going to put this on a different video, but I'm going to want to do something with an embossing here. I know our other part, we had the T9 embossed in there. I'm going to do something different. So take a look at one of my other videos to check that out.